Let us demonstrate and explain the answers to case study number 1, Mudaraba deposit. The first requirement is the determination of the weighted average balance for each category of deposit. And it is determined based on this table. Take note that the weighted average balance is simply calculated by multiplying the average balance and the weight assigned to a certain deposit type. For example, for deposit with maturity period of 6 months and less, with average balance of 20 million, and the weight assigned is 0.5. Therefore, the weighted average balance is 10 million pesos. And same manner of calculation or procedure with respect to the other deposit types. Second, the requirement to determine the depositor's share of profits based on weighted average balance. And it is simply calculated as follows. We know in the first requirement, the weighted average balance is simply determined by multiplying the average balance by the weight assigned to a certain deposit. And the significance of the weighted average balance is the determination of the share of profits. Based on the facts of the case, the total profit is 750,000 pesos, but depositor has a share of 60% based on the agreed ratio under the Mudaraba contract. Hence, the profit attributable to depositors is 450,000 pesos. And this is the amount to be distributed to respective deposit types based on the weighted average balance. For example, for deposit with 6 months and less period, the share of profit is simply calculated by the total profits attributable to the depositors by the weighted average balance of 6 months and less over the total weighted average balance. Hence, the share of profits is 30,769.23. Same manner of calculation or procedures with regard to other deposit types. The third requirement is the determination of the depositor's rate of return for each deposit type. And the rate of return is equal to the share of profits over the average balance. For example, for a deposit type more than 12 months, the rate of return is 0.39% calculated by the share of profits with respect to such deposit type over the average balance. The fourth requirement is the profit due to Mr. A if he has invested 450,000 pesos for 5 months. Take note that for a deposit with a maturity period of 6 months and less, the rate of return is 0.15%. So the profit due to Mr. A if he has invested 450,000 pesos is 675 pesos by simply multiplying the amount invested by the rate of return. And the fifth requirement is the profit due to Mr. B if he has invested 250,000 pesos from February 1 to September 15, 2019. And from February 1 to September 15, 2019, that belongs to a rate of return 9 months and less with a rate of 0.23%. Hence, the profit due to him is 575 pesos, which is simply the amount invested by Mr. B by the rate of return with respect to this type of deposit. So these are the answers to case study number 1, Mudaraba deposit.